Ashes of Empire is a vast socio-political game from strategic genius Mike Singleton. Your objective, as a special commissioner of the United Community, is to bring peace to the Confederation of Syndicalist Republics. Civil war is imminent, nuclear tensions are rising, and time is running out. To help you reach your objective, this video will familiarize you with the controls before taking you on your first mission. The political map of the CSR comprises 5 republics, each made up of semi-autonomous provinces. Zoom in or out of the maps for your chosen view of the surrounding area. The darker shaded areas have a higher degree of ethnic mix. With a cursor positioned over your chosen province, press fire. Your province is now highlighted on the map. Zoom into your location, which is shown by the pin. The black lines are roads, and canals are shown as blue lines. Towns are represented by red dots, and trees give the location of forests. Your personal organizer displays the name of the town and the buildings in it. Any professional characters present in the town will also be shown. Pressing fire on the map will display the map mode icons. Click on the first for an isometric view of the surrounding area. This icon displays underwater areas on the map, useful for when you are using an underwater vehicle. The border post takes you to the political map. The auto route option allows you to plan a journey in advance. Place the cursor over your chosen destination and press the spacebar. Your proposed route is shown by a white line. Click on the scroll icon to toggle the information on and off. To achieve your overall aim of bringing peace to the CSR, you'll need to meet specific objectives for each province. Press F6 and fire to detail the different requirements. Pressing F5 details your supplies. You will add to your initial UC supplies as you take over buildings. Some buildings will afford you a limitless supply of a commodity, but this cannot be used in another province. Your supplies will enable you to barter with the community and gain their support. Transport and munitions will be essential to the success of your mission. Movement papers, which are activated with the minus key, provide you with temporary immunity from attack. And interdiction papers allow you to enter a building that is under enemy control. Interdiction papers are used automatically. Armed with your information and supplies, you will need to put them to use in a province. Press the 7 key and then the spacebar when the cursor is positioned where you want to go, and you will be airlifted to your destination. Press F2 to enter the action. Arriving at your destination in a UC vehicle, check your console. It provides you with vital information. The time and date. Remember, time is against you. The information icons can only be activated when they are highlighted green by using the first 7 numeric keys on the main keyboard. 1 is used to leave or enter a vehicle. 2 switches the auto route on or off. 3 enables you to enter a building. The type of building is shown on the console. 4 calls up UC military intervention. 5 replenishes your vehicle with ammunition. 6 calls up another vehicle from your supplies. 7 enables you to airlift yourself to another area. Your UC vehicle is equipped with 2 weapons, guided missiles and a line-of-sight gun. If you are on foot, you have access to electronic countermeasures, ECMs. These are powerful microwave pulses that immobilize enemy vehicles, enabling you to climb into them and use them, providing that you are close enough to and facing the vehicle. Your movement papers are also shown on the console. The radar screen can be magnified by pressing the equals key. For a more detailed description of the radar, consult your manual. To the right of the console screen are the indicators for direction, height above sea level, and speed. The arrow keys on the keyboard control the speed and height of your vehicle, and the joystick is used for directing it. To meet and talk to people, first get close to the building that you want to enter. Pressing the 3 key will allow you to enter the building. A radar station will show you the location of all local towns and CSR military units. Inside the building, you will meet the occupant, and you will need to assess whether to recruit them to your side. Recruitment can be done by giving them the goods they require. The barter icon will only appear if you have sufficient supplies to trade with. Alternatively, you can try and persuade people to join your cause. There are 8 ways that you can try and do this, ranging from the charming approach to the threat of violence. Only 2 ways will succeed, and each attempt will take 1 hour of game time. The other option open to you is to engage the citizen in general conversation, which improves your means of persuasion. The first attempt will take 15 minutes, the second 30 minutes, the third 45 minutes, and so on. Should the citizen tell you the whereabouts of a professional character, then the clock icon will allow you to wait for their return. The door knocker icon allows you to visit other buildings in the town. Once a professional character returns, talk to them using this icon. The badge identifies their profession and the ethnic faction that they belong to, whilst their nationality is shown by the color. If you want and are able to recruit them, then you can either accept their special help or assign them to a team. Teams will be needed later on to recruit important professionals. Pressing F4 displays the status of your teams, whilst F3 displays your individual professional recruits. Your VTOL fighter aircraft crosses the border into Tamir in Ossia. Your first objective is to secure limitless supplies of vital resources: fuel, food, gold, and vehicles. Grellier is located with its strategically important buildings, and you airlift yourself to this town. Use your movement papers to give you temporary immunity in the town. Entering one of the buildings, you recruit the occupant using the persuasion icons. It is better to save your commodities at this stage. Wait for Surgeon Michael Zinzendorf to return to the hospital. As a Maldinian, he can offer vital Maldinian support, and he knows the whereabouts of Professor Duarte Gatsby, the head of the medical profession in Ossia. Accept Zinzendorf's assistance, but don't put him into a medical team. Bring the remaining buildings in Grellier under your control, keeping the fort intact to ensure an ammunition supply line. Now use Surgeon Zinzendorf's information to find Professor Gatsby. Airlift yourself to Grylkelsk. Bring the town under United Community control and wait for Gatsby to return. Gatsby, as the head of a faction, knows the whereabouts of all his colleagues. He can also offer you 30 airlifts. At this stage, mobility is vital. Accept his assistance and note the information he has given you. With news of your mission spreading, you decide that some military assistance is needed. Knowing that Commandant Leonid Alfan visits Frogorno, airlift yourself to the town. Once at Frogorno, get extra ammunition from the barracks and take control of the other buildings. The fuel dump provides you with extra fuel, and the wellhead could lead to a limitless supply of fuel. Alfan is now in town, and he offers to pacify all CSR military units within a 25-kilometer radius. Having been informed that Alfan also visits a town called Krulino, which has a higher concentration of military units around it, decline his offer for the time being. Once Alfan has left the barracks, destroy them as part of your demolition program. With a wellhead under your control, you need a refinery to process the oil for a limitless supply of fuel. Take the road, but be careful. Your movement papers were lost in the destruction of the barracks, and you are now vulnerable to attack. Use your supplies to barter for the refinery. Proceed to the command post, pick up interdiction papers, and then bring the power station and processing plant under your control. Your supplies are now increasing. You have achieved many of your objectives. Many of the strategic buildings are under your control, and UC radar stations are plotting the location of most towns and CSR military units. But you still need to locate Commandant Alfan. Airlift yourself to Krolino. There are some CSR military units around, so use your movement papers. Alfan has left for Vutrask. Take over the command post and the barn to give you extra time, and then follow Alfan to Vutrask. Now, you are in an area with a high concentration of CSR military units. Accept Alfan's offer to pacify all units within a 25-kilometer radius. Many of the CSR military units are now under your control, but you still need to immobilize the rest. Set the autoroute towards the units in the north. These last CSR units put up a fight, so you will need to call up UC support to overcome them. Air support arrives, and the CSR units retreat. With the military threat removed, you need 3 more mines and 3 more wellheads to fulfill your objectives for peace in Tamir. Locate Maxime Domag. He offers to open 3 mines and 5 wellheads. Accepting his help completes your objectives for this province, and peace comes to Tamir. With Tamir pacified, your mission has got the vital start it needed, but you have no time to dwell. Choose your next destination and cross the border. Some of Professor Legatsby's colleagues immediately make themselves known to you, and your mission continues.